Hey, yo, what's up? This is Subi Alkaline. We on the first ever alkaline podcast in the world, the Healthiest podcast. Today I'm here with just some herbs. I appreciate you for coming on, brother. And, the first question I have for you is, can you share your journey into the world of herbs and working out and alkaline? How did you get into all this healthiness?
I've always been somebody that worked out and took my physical fitness serious because that gave me a sense of just release in terms of calming down, stress relief, being able to stay active and healthy. But when you talk about just being somebody dealing with herbs and things like that, that probably started a little over a decade ago when I just was going through different health crises, and I became a teacher at the time. I was teaching autistic preschool children out. I would find myself getting to, starting this new job, and I didn't have the energy. That was significant because I was dealing with preschool children, and they're between the ages of 2 and 5 years old. So you got to come every day and have energy that matches theirs. And remember, they're also autistic. So I was having longer nights where I wasn't getting enough sleep and I was waking up. I'm working from 8:30 in the morning till 4:30 in the afternoon and just tired. So I wanted to see what I would be able to do to allow myself to have enough energy that I would be able to not only sustain that and deal with my students, but I'd go home and be interactive with my family. So I would try to start like these small fasts where I would fast for 3 days at a time, take this out of my diet, that out of my
You started adding the herbs then too, I'm guessing.
I started to add the herbs after really talking to my brother Sneeze, and then he was the one that really planted that seed in me to say, yo, you could start doing this. Let's do these cleansing herbs. And we started to really get more into Dr. Sebi. We had known about him since coming up because Dr. Sebi is of Jamaican ancestry. So he's been somebody that always was revered in that culture. But when you're a kid and you're coming up, you're eating junk food, and that's the last thing on your mind is cleansing and detoxing.
You had a health problem? What was the...
Low energy. Low energy is a health problem, and just moody, being moody as a man, and that's probably low testosterone, things like that. I had very bad skin coming up, acne issues, and as you can witness, like as a guy, that's your thing. Your face is your face colors. Like when I got pimples on my face, blackheads, I don't feel comfortable interacting or talking to a female.
So I wanted to change because, out of not being confident, which I totally understand because I had eczema really bad.
Yeah.
I think you remember me, like, I came in, my face looked like snowflakes.
Yeah.
Flakes everywhere. And I fully understand that. And, like, that's why I changed my lifestyle to the alkaline diet, but that's what's up, man,
It wasn't easy at first. It was not easy because, as I said, we were due pretty much fast for a few days, fast and present for a few days. But after that few days is over, you're like, where's the junk food? Where's the steak? Where's the fried chicken? I want cage fries. I want Caribbean food. That's at this point we're eating Thai food. Jasmine rice from Sweet Basil. We eating Christ on Ostrin. We're eating bedside fish fry. Not to mention the fast foods. Have you ever had a McChicken with cheese and sweet and sour sauce? These things was hard to get away from, but me in particular, my thing was sweets, candies, cookies, cakes, and it was hard to give up those stuff, but I made the right substitution. I started doing the herbs and really just
like I had it coming off that stuff too. Like, I'm not gonna lie.
And that's what it is.
I started realizing that, these chemicals that you can't pronounce in the foods, it's the stuff that's really getting you addicted. Because I was like a junk food addict. I think I can quit smoking for a couple of days, but quitting junk food was literally the hardest thing I ever had to do. And
what was your favorite junk food?
I guess just fast food in general. I would get a burger, fries, Subway. I used to like sweets too. I used to get candy. I think for like Halloween, I ate like half the bag of candy that one night. Like, I mean, that's how much of a junk food addict I was, bro. Like, I was just eating every pizza. Oh man, I love pizza. I mean, you can still eat it. Shout out to Chef Don, you know.
Chef Don got some really, really great pizza. Alkaline Amateurs with their pizza, really, really good. Oh man. So those are when I started to make these adjustments, that was the most difficult thing. And then just being able to try to go the vegan route at first, that was something that was very challenging for me, but it gave me hope. So I started to do that. And what really took me to another level is in 2017, I went 32 days with just fruit and water.
Wow. But what inspired you to become an herbalist, start your own business to selling herbal teas and just getting into that space of like that business?
What inspired me was just my love of humanity and wanted to do something that I know would be able to make a great impact, if not immediately, but over time, and just not being okay with living, but doing things that people knew that once they heard about me and who I was, that would be my lasting legacy. So as you mature and then you see what's needed in the community, you look and you say, okay, people need to get more healthy. As I previously mentioned, I'm somebody that always was into working out and just doing better. I came up as a kid, I wanted to be a physical therapist. Physical therapy gave me the passion to want to help people, but then when I learned more about food, it was like, okay, cool. But there were a lot of different moments for me that connected those dots. The biggest one, as I said, was dealing with somebody, a teacher that I knew. She had a child that was autistic, and she confided in me and also sought my assistance in helping her as I helped that child heal and become typically developing to where he had speech and began to be more functioning. That was what was planted in me from that kid's therapist that would come. It was a speech pathologist. He used to come to his house a few times a week by the name of Beverly. And once she found out what I was doing with this kid, she told me to get into that. She asked me to come to her house. I interviewed with her and her family, and I explained to them about certain health shortcomings that they were experiencing. And once that happened, she gave me a blessing and said, you got something very, very special, and the world needs to know more about you. So after taking that vote of confidence, that just helped me know what I had to do. And then took some time. And then once the global pandemic hit, I was home. Remote teaching was something to do. And well, I needed something more to do it. And then spawned what you have here.
That's what's smart move to becoming who you became. That's what's
yes.
Can you discuss the importance of pH balance in the body and how alkaline herbs can maintain it, like a high level of pH?
So the pH balance in the body is important because when your body's at a high level of pH, that is taking the acid out the body. So the body's either going to be in an acidic state, which violations occur, and it manifests itself in the form of different sicknesses, whether it be high blood pressure, whether it be inconsistent or low blood sugar, low testosterone. You're getting a lot of times people are getting things like you have Crohn's disease or you have diabetes. Man, you have irregular heart beating. You have gout. So many different things. You have high levels of stress, and that all because your body's at a low level of in terms of pH balance. So what these alkaline herbs do is they be able to go into the body and develop that affinity with the body, because every physiological structure that we have in our bodies has a group of herbs that are connected with it. So these herbs are what go into the body, they aid that system in terms of nourishment, and they keep the body at a high level of pH balance, which allows it to live in an electric state. When the body has two things, electricity and oxygen, they remain at a good level of homeostasis, equilibrium, or whatever word you want to call it, but most importantly, they stay electric. An electric body is a body that will stay free of sickness and clear of all violation that will result in a sickness or illness at some point. Because when we put acid in our body, what it does is it interrupts the body's natural progression, and that is going to impact the body in terms of filling it with mucus, because it obstructs the mucous membranes in those three physiological structures. For instance, when a man has inflammation in his prostate, that's prostatitis or prostate cancer. If a woman has that in her uterus or birth canal, it could be uterine fibroids or irregular bleeding. You have endometriosis and things like that. When you have it in your bronchial tubes, it's bronchitis. When you have it in your sinuses, it's sinusitis, you get polyps, and you need to pass it out. When an older person has it in their brain, it's Alzheimer's or dementia. When a younger person has it in their brain, it's mental illness, it's paranoid schizophrenia, because the brain is not getting oxygen. And when those parts of the body are lacking in oxygen, like I said, violations will occur.
Wow.
These alkaline herbs keep the body at a high level of...
And every single way almost.
Yeah.
But they can really heal you from mentally, spiritually, emotionally, physically, everything. Skin, brain, joints. That's what's up. Somebody who doesn't understand the alkaline lifestyle, can you describe the alkaline lifestyle?
And here's exactly what it is. It's not...
I mean, there's the majority. There's stuff that you drink, the stuff that you eat, like the stuff that you do. Like, what would you describe it as?
So for me, it was getting rid of acid and updating myself, becoming a person that, of course, studies somebody like the Honorable Dr. Sebi or dudes like Yaki Awakening, and just updating myself on what kind of foods to eat. So obviously you go to removing all of the acidic foods from your diet. It isn't an easy process, and it's not something that is going to happen overnight, but it's something that you need to do, because we need to get our body to be able to perform. The body wants to be able to see 24 hours. So I want to be ready for today. I want to be ready for tomorrow if I'm blessed to see that. And I got to remove those things out of my diet so I can do that. But not only do I eat right, I make sure that I'm getting my rest. For those of us who like to do yoga or like to meditate, that helps us stay spiritually inclined. For me, sometimes I take breaks away from the TV and I read more. I've always been an avid reader, but as a way of protecting my spirituality and my peace, I read more. And then, as I said before, I work out a lot. I'm known for
I always see you on your Instagram doing pull-ups, bro. Every single I think every video you're doing pull-ups, some type of push-ups, dips. You're moving your body, bro, and that's what I see about you. I like that about you. What does fasting do for the body?
What fasting does for the body, it does a multitude of great things. First and foremost, fasting allows the body's digestive system to get a break. Because no matter what the diet is, whether it's vegan, vegetarian, pescatarian, the regular American, European diet, alkaline, so on and so forth, those diets, the body still has to undergo the chemical process of breaking down the food. So when you fast, you allow your body to get a break so that you can just allow those foods to get out. You can use the bathroom on schedule. You won't have that traffic jam in your stomach, where some people refer to it as acid reflux, or they're not using the bathroom. So when you fast, you can do that. And then it just gives you clarity. It tells you to slow it down. So me, for the last 6 years, I don't eat after 5:30 on the Saturday. So I try my best to. Sometimes I'm not as successful in that, but when I'm on point, I try not to eat after 5:30 on a Saturday, and I go the whole Sunday without eating, so that when I'm up and ready on Monday morning, I'm ready. I wake up at 5:30, I get dressed, and I go to work, and I'm ready. I'm drinking my sea moss, I'm drinking my burdock root tea, and I'm ready to go.
Yeah, because I remember, I was going to your free alkaline and bed. Shout outs to Sneeze the Bro, Armani with your Sebi Hustle, even Brooklyn Alkaline. I would go there.
And you forget Summer Song, it's Summer Song either. Yeah, thank you, because that's actually how we actually met.
Yeah, and I remember you guys would be like, you would tell me, especially you were like, look, it's good that you're eating alkaline, but you have to fast, because that's how you get everything out. And I remember I was like, I want to do that. But like I said, I was an addict for food. Like, I guess parasites were speaking in me. And the only time I started fasting is when my ex left me because she cooked me all my meals. She took the pots and pans. I had nothing to cook. Yeah, I'm like, yo, I got nothing to cook with. And I was depressed, and I had to fast. I had no choice. Like, I had to pay double right now. So I literally, it was like God removing something from my life that made me better at the end because I started fasting. I think I had no money for 3 days. I was fasting. I went out. She left me just in general. I wasn't eating. Like, maybe once a day I ate some coke, because I know this place around my spot that cuts fresh coconut. Yeah, gave me coconut meat for $10, like a nice scoop. So basically, the information you gave me about fasting, that's what really brought me to the next level with my eczema. And I appreciate you, like, for even always telling me to fast. And like, I think you said it twice to me. Yo, bro, you gotta fast. No matter what you do, if you don't fast, and fasting healed my eczema.
I speak to that real quick, if you don't mind.
Go ahead.
So fasting also, people think, okay, just because I changed my diet, some people always come to me like, I'm having this issue. And how is it? Because I went vegan, I went alkaline. No matter what you do, you have to fast. Because think about how old we are, right? Let's say we're all 20 and older, right? Without naming age, we're all 20 and older, but we've never fasted before. We've never fasted, and we've never allowed ourselves to let these parasites come out the body. So if we're not getting rid of the parasites, in essence, we become parasitic. Your ex, no disrespect to her, but she didn't see your vision, she didn't understand. So in essence, she's a parasite, and that's why she had to walk away from your life. But you guys probably will reconnect on the up and up at some point in life.
Nah, I'm hoping at you. I mean, I'm gonna be honest. Like, I just feel I even started this even sooner because I always wanted to do this podcast, but I feel like everything happens for a reason. And even me not having money to eat for those 3 days, it helped my situation, and now I'm on purpose. So I'm not looking back. I'm just trying to always progress to the next level. And if somebody doesn't want to get on the alkaline diet with me or live this lifestyle of helping people, I want to help people, and I don't care if people hate on me. And some people just want to run away from the world, but I'm the opposite, you know?
Yeah, because that's true that you say these things, and important because when you do start journeys like this that are about getting more spiritually inclined with yourself and more healthy, a lot of people will look at you as the fun police, and they'll walk away from you because they'll feel like you're limiting them because you're trying to do something better and you're holding them.
You know, it's funny you say that. My mother and my sister, they hate me because I preach the alkaline diet and I believe in God. And, you know, I'm not going to say what they do, but they don't follow the Bible like I do. My sister doesn't, my mother doesn't. And when I call them out on these things they do, it's kind of like demons come out of them and they just start hating. And my sister literally, I think I posted it. I was like, my sister says, I hate your lifestyle. I don't like your lifestyle. I'm like, what? Alkalining diet? You don't like what I promote and what I'm about? I'm like, all right, that's crazy. But, you know, I still love them. But it's like, that's my own mother and sister. And the Bible, it says, your own household will be against you. Your own household will attack you. And that's very true, you know?
But guess what? And I'll share this with you with utmost confidence that at some point in the near future, they'll come around to you, and that what you're doing, which is leading by example, it'll save their life. So I speak that into existence. But this could be a lonely journey, like I said before, and people that was once magnetic with you, they'll find themselves,
you know what,
creating distance.
Yeah, it is a little lonely, but I'm meeting amazing people on this journey. I met you, brother, for real. I met Alkaline Sin. I met like Amani, bro. I met a lot of cool brothers that I'm connecting with, and we're all on a different vibe. I feel when you're alkaline, you project a different frequency, a different vibe that repels a lot of people. But the people you do connect with, you guys are on a different level of thinking, spirituality, just in general, the energy we bring. Even though I don't have a lot of friends, I'd rather have 5 to 10 good people than to have 500 people who are all fake, you know?
I get it, man. I get it. I'm definitely with that.
Yeah. Nah, but that's what's up, man. You know, let me get back to these questions, but it's nice to talk to you, man.
Of course, I appreciate it.
All right, so if somebody had health problems, what advice would you give them right now? I don't know, just a general health problem, like they had something wrong with them. What advice would you give somebody who has a health problem?
I would just encourage that person to just stop eating the nonsense. and fast. Just drink water. Drink water. And these conversations are real because food becomes a hobby to a lot of people.
They call them the foodies, right?
Yeah, they like in America specifically, they normalize certain behaviors. When I'm scrolling through my feeds, sometimes you see just the craziest things.
The mukbang?
Yeah, you got mukbangs, and that took it to a whole nother level. But now you got like oxtail beef patties. You got Fruity Pebble pizza. You have you have red velvet Oreos and things like that.
Ever see the bacon, egg, and cheese on a honey bun?
Yes, that's Aki Way, and those people need to be removed from our communities.
They need to get out of here. Aki Way, we don't mess with you.
Yeah, you can't do that because they're promoting sickness amongst the community. But what I would encourage someone with a health issue to do is just cleanse and fast, because it's no way around it. You have to cleanse and you have to fast.
That's honestly what healed my eczema, the fast is, and it's free. Fasting is free. It's literally in the Bible, and it's literally I feel when you fast, your organs finally have a chance to repair itself and fix itself, and like cleanse itself, like you're saying. Can you describe a memory of a success story of somebody who came to you with a problem with their health? It can be any of them. But any health problems that somebody came to and you basically, I don't want to say healed them because it took themselves, but they got healed from your methods of health.
There's several. I believe that everybody that came to me was a success story because they were comfortable enough to seek my assistance, and that gave me the vote of confidence I need. But what I was speaking to that's more near and dear to me perhaps is I had a great friend of mine that came to me in 2020. He came to me, sought my assistance because he was dealing with high blood pressure. And he calls me the guru. He said, Ron, man, I heard you the guru went, and they told me if I'm going through this and that, I want to come see you. So we met up at another friend's house, and he told me his situation, and what was more touching about it was that he had recently lost his father a few months prior. So he's going through just a multitude of different stressful factors that's causing him to drink, and that's contributing to the high blood pressure. But he went through that process, and when he started to consume the herbal tonics, he was 283, and 6 weeks later, he was at 205.
Wow.
Why this is near and dear to me is because a year later after that, he invited me to his wedding. And during the ceremony, his wife came to me, and she was very moved. And she said, thank you. If you made this day possible, you saved my husband's life. So as I was there in that moment, I got to smile and say that I'm doing something right, and I'm fulfilling my purpose and adding to my legacy. Was just to honestly have something to give to people so that they knew that when I walked this earth, I didn't just take up space and breathe, but I actually did my part to contribute to make the world a better place.
That's what's up, bro. That's an amazing story, bro. And like, you have a purpose, and a lot of people don't have that in life. And I really like that I can tell when you're telling that story, bro, you was happy. It touched your heart. And, that's what's up, bro. Why should somebody go alkaline? Somebody who eats meat and cheese and whatever, why should somebody go alkaline?
I think you could go alkaline because you're going to get a sense of clarity. You're going to feel fit. You'll feel ready to deal with the world on a day-to-day basis. For me, going alkaline and being a resident in New York City, it just was a match that was bound to occur because you got to be able to deal with that gridlock. If a person is eating cheese, they have to, because what the cheese is going to do, that's going to clog up the respiratory system. So you're going to experience polyps, you're going to experience brain fog and things like that because that's dairy. Dairy is lactic acid, which it clogs up here. So you don't want to have that problem. You don't want to be congested. You don't want to speak like Chucky from Rugrats. You want to be able to take in fresh air.
So basically, you're saying to me that it changes you in every single way, mentally, spiritually, It makes you breathe better, it makes you think better, and that is very true. Because I remember when I used to eat pizza, the next day the eye boogers and the mucus, it was crazy. Literally, so many eye boogers, so much mucus coming out my nose, and I used to hate that.
Right.
I used to really not like that.
You spoke about meat also. You eventually, you guys stop eating meat because meat is what clogs up the intestines, and it also interrupts the gut and brain connection. The gut and brain is always supposed to be connected. When the gut and brain isn't connected, that sets the stage for things like Alzheimer's, dementia, paranoid schizophrenia. You got gout, you got Crohn's disease, and things like that. We don't want to have that. And then for men, it'll give you prostate problems. For women, it will give you yeast infections. It'll definitely give you prostate.
Just from meat.
Yes.
And that's not talking about sugar, flour. That's not talking about all the chemicals. It's like almost like the world's trying to kill us, you know?
Just look at what women are dealing with that consume seafood on the regular.
Oh.
You know, I get countless females that come to me with fibroids that have problems conceiving because their tubes are blocked. So that's what meat does to you.
So we got a bunch of herbal teas, tonics. Can you describe to them like each one, like I guess in a little, and give it like a minute. I give you a minute for each one to, I guess like I don't know, just describe one of them.
Okay, so as I pick it up, I'm just gonna explain to them what it does, right? So we're gonna start with this one right here for the prostate. So this right here is important because for a man, you need to be able to clear out the fluid from the prostate, which allows you to build up your sperm cells and also develop clean sperm cells. When you clean out the prostate, that allows you to be able to reproduce. A lot of times, men complain about shooting blanks and not being able to produce. And if you're somebody who's in a married or in a committed relationship, not being able to reproduce, the girls will run away from you. But also, a lot of men, they're able to produce healthy children.
So that's what can make you have healthy children and have actually bust loads out like
Yes.
Yeah, and that's crazy to say that because Dr. Sebi, didn't he have like 40 kids?
Yeah, he had over 30.
Yeah, like he had like over 30. We're like, okay, what's the next one though?
So you have this. This is lung love. So this right here is going to clean out
for the smokers.
Yes, this is for the smokers.
We see. You put it on camera.
These are for the people that suffer from asthma, bronchitis, and respiratory.
How many shots should somebody take of that?
You're taking 2 shots
a day.
And
that's the equivalent to like 2 teas, I heard?
Mm-hmm.
So like, all right, what does the next one do?
So this is Man Up. This is, the name is self-explanatory. So this is testosterone.
Oh.
That aids in sexual performance, vitality, virality. So a lot of women buy that tonic specifically for the men who are experiencing erectile.
They want the man to be a better man, so they.
And so me personally, I use that for my workout sessions. All of these that are here, this package right here is specifically for a man. So I use each one of these every day, and that helps. That helps in sexual performance and response.
Working out,
building the body with its chief hormone, testosterone.
Wow. What about the next one, the blue one? Is that blue vervain? No, I don't know.
This right here, blue vervain is what? Blue vervain is actually in the prostate formula.
No, I would just guess it because it's blue. I don't know.
Nah,
that's liver clean.
This is liver clean. So this cleans out the livers, the kidney, and gallbladder. So this is for people that have.
Wow, that would be good for my eczema because I know they say that for like eczema, a lot of people say that your liver and your kidney aren't.
You got to just clean it out. Well, we just got to get
How much is that one?
All of these on the table, they're $35.
Maybe next time I'll get one when I have enough bread.
We're gonna work it out. Yeah. Don't worry about that. But that is important because it cleans out the liver, the kidneys, and the gallbladder. When you clean out the liver and the kidneys, those are the filtration systems for the body. So that's for my people.
That's what they said because my body doesn't. Well, when you have eczema, they say that your body just organs don't function properly. So I detox through the skin, and that's why I would get itchy and flaky like for 3-4 hours a day. You know, just itch. But that was a goal for eczema. What about the next one?
Next one that we have here, we have iron
Anemia, right? Anemia for people for anemia.
This is anemia, low energy, iron. This is everything. You cannot do anything without iron.
You know, I'm gonna tell you a story. I think I had anemia because I used to go to Walmart or like malls, and that coldness of the AC, I was shivering. Everybody would look at me like, why can't you be in the store? And I believe and I was always sleepy. I was super sleepy during work. And when you have eczema, you can't sleep at night. And then the next day, I must have had a low iron because I said when I went to Walmart or malls, I would start freezing. I would have to bring a sweater in the summer just for the mall. Like that's true. You need iron.
Can't do anything without iron. That's the magnetic mineral that allows the body to attract all 101 other ones. But there's 102 minerals that the body...
And this helps you attract that.
Yeah, because it's magnetic.
What about the next one?
With iron. The next one, we have heart to heart. I gotta speak about this one a little bit in depth because this is one of my favorite ones.
Say it.
So heart to heart, what this does is it cleans out the valves of the heart. By cleaning out the valves of the heart, you do three things. You are able to improve circulation for the blood throughout the body. You lower the blood pressure. You lower the cholesterol, and that's significant because a lot of people there suffering from heart attacks, strokes, enlarged heart valves, and things like that. And in the Black community, that's things that people's really, really suffering from, like heart attack, stroke. They hear that they going tomorrow. Oh, he was only 35. He died. He wasn't cleaning out his heart. And me being Caribbean, I grew up on the Mazola corn oil and we always reuse Mazola or Western oil, and that is it's ironic because on those bottles it says heart healthy, but that's a misconception because all it does is clog the arteries of the heart.
You know,
right there.
You know, gets me mad when I see like these brands, like these unhealthy brands, being like, yeah, we promote to breast cancer, but your products are giving breast cancer.
Exactly.
You know, and I see that so much. Oh yeah, if you buy this, we're gonna donate. You know, and it's always like, you know what I'm saying? It's like when it comes around that time, they promote that, but their products is giving the cancer and whatever, you know? What about the next one?
Tough. So last but not least, we're going to speak about Let It Out. That's
a detox.
My favorite. So all of these detox the body because when you talk about detox, we talk about eliminating toxins
is that the best
from the body.
The detox?
They're all going to do.
Well, what does that one do then?
This is to connect this cleans out the intestines, the large and small intestines with
parasite colon.
Yes, this removes the parasites from the body.
I need that one.
This reconnects the gut and the brain. Remember I told you those two organs need to be simultaneously connected. So this helps with that.
Wow.
For people that have any intestinal issues, whether it be colon cancer, Crohn's disease, IBS, anything that has to do with their digestive system, you'll get to Let It Out.
And honestly, man, I don't think you give yourself enough credit because, I know people don't like, to brag. You seem like a person who's very humble, but you really healed a lot of different diseases and a lot of different people with these herbs right here.
Mm-hmm.
Like, tell me some of the diseases you healed with. Don't be humble. Actually start bragging, bro. I want to hear. People got to hear this. What can you heal? What's the diseases you help heal with these herbs?
With these herbs, I've helped heal people that have had a variety of different cancers. You've had people that come to me with STIs, herpes being the number one STI that I get people to deal with. Also, people that have endometriosis. We spoke about the episodes of autism. We talked about diabetes, high blood pressure, anemia. It's a long list, but I will say that I'm gonna continue to be humble, but I've also been very fortunate to find more passion and more purpose through this work I do. It's not for glorification, but it's just for me also, like I said, legacy-wise. When I started this, it was just to help my immediate family and the people that were close to me see that we have to be here on this planet for as long as we want to, just to be able to do these things. And then when you see people that get older and then become more disabled and hooked on the pharmaceuticals, then this expedited my hunger and just stick out and be a beacon of not only hope, but action. And this is how I take action, through cleansing and healing people, reaffirming their purpose and reaffirming my passion and my belief in humanity, because somebody's going to learn from me. Somebody's going to get a rejuvenated purpose in life, like yourself. I remember meeting you on those occasions, and I would just tell you to keep on fasting. And now I'm able to encourage aunts, friends, brothers, sisters, cousins, even perfect strangers. We become closer in unity because they love what I do. They appreciate my level of knowledge, and they understand my passion that I have for my fellow humans.
Yeah, and I see that in you, bro, because I can tell you really, when you was telling me to fast, you was really telling me to fast, and I just was like a food addict that I was like, I don't know if I could do that, but that's really what helped speed up my eczema process and just finish it up. Why do you choose the regular teas over the, I feel you choose the tonics over the regular teas? They're stronger, that's what it is?
They just help hit the body. They'll be able to hit the body system quicker. Of course, they're more potent, and they're going to do what they need to do. They're going to definitely do what they need to do. All you need to do is take a shot, 2 shots a day. So a shot in the morning and then a shot right before bed. Of course, you take one before bed because you want the body to get that full night's rest. When you're healing at night, the body needs a full rest because it wants to get rid of the stress of the previous day.
Right. What about people who take these tonics but are still eating junk food?
I can't get mad at them because that's something I did. So people ask me, how long ago did you stop eating meat? And I tell them honestly, 2016, because when I initially started, I was doing that. I would go, I would still be going to a 5 napkin I would go with the family to 5 napkin or 1849 or the spots that we previously mentioned, and I would eat meat. But I would say, I ain't gonna worry about that. I'm gonna go home and I'm gonna drink Let It Out and Iron Done Right and let it out in the bowel movement. But what happens is that lets the body hang on to these foods. The body doesn't want to let it go because without it, it becomes depressed. So I had to fight myself to stay away from these foods.
Yeah, it's really the parasites in you that literally want it. And,
exactly.
And you got to fight the parasites in your body, because if you let them win, they'll consume you and give you a disease you don't want, and you won't be able to live your life. And that's really one of the best things I can tell people. What's the best advice you can give somebody trying to start their own herbal business?
You have to figure out a why, right? Because I do this and people say, oh, more people need to know about who you are and what you're doing. It's all about finding purpose in the mission that you want to pursue, the mission. Because if you're doing it for financial gain, that's going to come. But you have to find out why. I did this because I wanted to just be a part of a healthier world. The world that we live in is a very beautiful world, but unfortunately, there's corrupted. There's sickness, and we have to lift people up from the sickness. So that was enough of the motivation that I needed. But my thing that I would tell anybody that was trying to start such a business or any business is just to find a reason why and develop how you could find yourself in there. Just be consistent. Be consistent, because it's a privilege to serve our fellow humans.
You're right.
We need to understand that. So purpose and privilege is something that I would take any business for.
Okay, and this is going to be the last question. What's the best advice you can give somebody trying to get into the alkaline lifestyle?
Same thing. What you can find out why. What is the purpose of you doing what you're doing? And also being able to have the patience. Because if you said it was lonely, right? But one thing that I had to say, the most important thing that I will say about this lifestyle for me, because it is definitely a lifestyle. It's not a fad. It's not a fad. It's not a trend. It's a lifestyle. This is me from now to whenever, till I transcend on to the next life and the life after that, right? It's privilege, it's a passion, and it's very empowering. This lifestyle has been able to give me so much empowerment because I'm able to control myself, my desires, my inhibitions, my the things that I used to long for, I don't want. I've been able to make peace with myself. So it's empowering to be able to do that. But before you embark on such a change, because with any change, it represents a great level of uncertainty, and people could be afraid to do stuff. So just imagine being connected to so much of your favorite foods for so long that have bonding, family bonding, or you hold on to these things. Being able to let those things go is like, damn. So you got to find out why. You got to be ready. You got to be ready because it doesn't happen overnight. You got to develop a greater level of commitment, understanding, because this will help you understand you. This ties everything together. And like we said, you're going to be physically, spiritually, emotionally, and mentally more connected.
Yeah, going to alkaline for me, I became better in every single way, like literally mentally, spiritually. I got closer to God because it says you connect. I honestly feel this lifestyle is definitely worth it. And it's very hard to get into, but I would just start somewhere. And I think that's the biggest question, finding your why. Why go alkaline? And I think that might be the title for this one, Why Go Alkaline?
That's a good one.
And that's a good title, man. Yo, my brother.
I got to ask you a question before we get out of here, right? So, like we said, we met when you were coming to our food events. But I want to ask you, and you could think about this for a second, but what has been your biggest gain since putting more alkaline food in your body? Your biggest gain?
I feel a lot of things, honestly. Right now, I eat like once a day, so I save a lot of money. Two, when I wake up, I got all my energy. Mm-hmm. I literally do not feel, when you wake up and you're groggy, I wake up and I'm up already. I don't have those urges like I used to, and like I would see something and I won't want to eat it. Nah, I don't even want to eat something that's not alkaline. So that's another one. I can control myself. I really think I'm pretty much I have barely any parasites in me because I used to literally wake up and I was thinking about food. I used to wake up and I was like, if I don't get my food, I have no energy. I got my life back. I used to suffer with eczema. I used to be itchy for 3 to 4 hours a day. I used to bleed. I used to itch myself until I bled. My face was flaky. I was not confident. Had anxiety. I was depressed. I couldn't sleep. I did not go outside. The heat made me itchy. The wind hurt my skin. I had to walk like a T-Rex because if I moved like this, it would literally hurt. Yeah. It hurt to smile. So I could smile again. I could literally play basketball. I'm in a basketball league now, and I played, for 3 hours. When me and my girl broke up, my ex, I was depressed, and I went to go play for 3 hours. I didn't know I could do that. I guess just I could play basketball. I could smile. I can be here with you, talking to you, bro. And I couldn't do that. When I used to go to the free food events, they always used to do free alkaline food events, mind you. When I used to go to that, I was in pain the whole time just to be there. Like, literally, the cold hurt me. The heat affected me. I couldn't find peace, bro. I could sleep again. There's so much benefits to this lifestyle. And, and I feel better than ever. I feel happy naturally. I don't need to smoke. I don't need to do drugs. Like, I literally feel happy just being able to go outside. And that's
wonderful.
That's the biggest. What was the question again? I got lost.
What was your biggest gain?
Pretty much living my life again. And, all the things I said, I'm not in pain no more. And, you was a big part of my journey, my brother. Your cream helps out too. This helps out with eczema. I can really tell you, like, if you have eczema, this will build your skin. And, I got to give it up to this brother. You can even see the herbs on the bottom. They're real. This is like a real cream, bro. And, I appreciate you, my brother. Like, you definitely made an impact in my life. And I want you to continue to go on. No matter how much hate you get, just remember, if you're doing something right, the devil's going to attack you. And that's very real. I get attacked all the time, but I keep getting up and just smile at them and laugh at them because they hate that.
Thank you. I appreciate that. My last question. This is I got to ask them because we don't talk about food so much. We talked about the foods that we used to eat, the foods that we eat now. Yeah. Right? So this is kind of a 2-part question.
I can hear it.
Your favorite alkaline dish so far, and what is the foods that you used to eat but that you no longer eat and that you really, really miss?
Okay, my favorite alkaline food that I have to say is honestly, I like Chef Don's pizza. That's very like he makes this cheesecake also, this strawberry cheesecake, which was so yummy, and Chef Don's pizza was amazing.
Yeah.
And I generally like also alkaline chicken sandwiches with the oyster mushrooms and I love burro fries.
Where'd you try that at the oyster mushroom sandwich?
My ex used to make it for me, but also I think I tried it with Sneeze, I believe. I forget. I tried a lot of meals from him because he has a unique. He makes a lot of different foods that you can still eat, and and honestly, I don't miss the old foods because I'll be honest, you can really eat a lot of alkaline food. I mean, you can eat a lot of the same foods, but alkaline.
And it does more nutritious. And one thing I was saying about when you do eat alkaline, it takes away the itis from the body.
Yeah.
If you're more like this, you up, plus, and ready to
Got
go.
that electric in you.
Yes, exactly. What I would say my favorite alkaline dish is, thus far, I would definitely say, these and Alkaline Amateurs, they do chicken parm sandwich with oyster mushroom.
Tried that one, yeah.
It is incredible. It is incredible. That's definitely at the top of the list. Chef Don Pizza is definitely.
Oh, I remember when I tried the chicken sandwich, Brooklyn Alkaline.
Oh yeah, their food, Miracle.
They have this chicken sandwich is to die for, and it's better than any chicken sandwich. And also, they have an egg omelet sandwich.
Oh, with the chickpea omelet.
Bro, bro, I want that so bad.
Yeah. They're all family. Chef Don, Sneeze, Summer. No, that's family. Alkaline. Miracle Eats and Brooklyn Alkaline. Brooklyn Alkaline got the best pastries. If you were in New York, anywhere in the tri-state area, reach out to Brooklyn Alkaline. That coconut cake, that coconut bun cake.
I need to try that.
Is amazing. And you want cheesecake. Her cheesecake is
I never tried it. I love cheesecake, and that's the thing I hate about eggs. I mean, about me, I don't hate it no more, but I used to miss cheesecakes.
Cheesecake is my favorite cake in the entire on the planet. Like if you go eat, not good, great,
amazing,
great. Chef Don's cheesecake is great.
I love
Armani at Miracle Eats. He has this nori seaweed wrap. It's incredible. All the food is incredible. Alkaline Amateurs, they have that alkaline cookbook out, and anybody that's wants to go on this food journey and relearn their way around the kitchen, they gotta reach out and get that cookbook. But we could go on and talk about these people and the great things that they do all day. And
Nah, don't worry. I actually got interviews lined up with each one of them. Actually, believe it or not, each one of them that you said, Chef Nod, Brooklyn Alkaline, Miracle East. I might do them at the same time, and even the Sneeze, bro, Alkaline.
My brother, we gotta do a joint interview.
Maybe
that's gonna be fun.
I would love to have all you on, honestly, man. Like maybe a round table. Yeah, man, I'm with it, man. I started this podcast to spread the information and the knowledge that healed me, and I'm bringing brothers on that are healing different diseases. I can talk about my point with eczema, but this brother right here healed a lot of diseases, bro. And if you got a problem, any type of problem, I would hit him up. This is the truth. I don't look at the white coats as doctors. To me, I look at this man as a doctor. And, they may not say he's a doctor, but for me, he is a doctor, man. And I appreciate you coming on, bro.
I thank you, bro. Taking time out of your day to hear about me and what I do. So I'm humbly here, and I would love to do this again at some time.
Yes, maybe you could be a guest and recurring one. Well, no, even with people like that, if they want to, they'll let you in. They'll let you in. I love having you on. You got so much information, and I appreciate all the stuff that you're doing, bro, and just keep doing it. All right.
Thank you so much, and we'll see you at our event in 2 weeks.
Oh yeah, on May 25th, I'm gonna vlog their event. They're basically having Chef Don, which is Flavortown, Miracle Eats, which is Armani and Brooklyn Alkaline, and Sneeze the Bros, which is Alkaline Amateurs. They're throwing a big event. Come, it's amazing. You're never gonna, once you go alkaline, you'll never go back. I promise you that. And if you do go back, that's just the parasites talking, remember?
Yeah. All right, man. So let's do it. Peace out.
Much love to me. And thank you. We out. This is the healthiest podcast in the world, the first ever alkaline podcast, and we about to wrap it up. My name is Subi Alkaline, and here with Just Herbs. Like I said, hit him up, buy his herbs. They're the truth. Thank you very much, guys.